Now, why is it that after all these years, some people still do not know that Obamacare and the Affordable Care Act are one and the same? The ACA is Obamacare, Obamacare is the ACA. Why do you not know that?
The spectrum of political knowledge needed in order to understand the current landscape that we live in is so vast and so complex, where we have one end, I would argue, of people not even knowing the difference between Obamacare and Affordable Care Act because they are, again, the same thing. People say, oh, I don't like Obamacare, get rid of that, but I don't want to lose my insurance. We have people who are voting for policies such as tariffs and not even understanding what a tariff is, giving very much Brexit, giving very much, we're going to leave the EU, and I don't even understand like what benefits I get from being in the EU. Oh, I have a lot of benefits. Actually, it's going to be even worse if I leave. It's going to be even worse if we have more tariffs. I had no idea. And at the other end, we have them creating a whole new branch of government called the Department of Government Efficiency, being run by two people. Very efficient there. That spells Doge, which will skyrocket, which has already raised the price of a very niche meme cryptocurrency. You're telling me that the 60-plus-year-old senators can even fathom or understand what Doge is and what all of that is going on behind the scenes? In one breath, we're going to have new millionaires based off of a small niche digital coin, and we have other people going to be losing their Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid because the greedy people don't want them to have health insurance.
Real quick, my team, I'm going to try to explain this delicately because we have brains, so this is going to be extremely hard to get. Imagine taking an open book exam and still failing it. No, because this is for you. Imagine taking an open book exam and still failing it. Now imagine you had years to study for said exam, and yet you still failed it. Imagine that for a second.
Imagine Maga not knowing that ACA, Affordable Care Act, is actually Obamacare. These people just do not want to have anything to do with Obama. They are not just okay with the fact that it is Obamacare because the name Obama is there. They don't want to know the full meaning of Obamacare. They just believe that, oh, I have my ACA, I'm not interested in Obamacare, and now they are finding out. Hey guys, welcome back again to my channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking when you saw this video. So in today's video, we are opening the eyes of MAGA supporters who are just finding out that Affordable Care Act is the Obamacare. You know, they just have issue with the word Obamacare, but they didn't know that ACA is equally Obamacare. Well, I've gathered some stitches for you guys. Let's go listen to these creators, then we come back and talk more. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Please do well to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so that more people can see it. And credit to all creators on this video. Let's go watch.
Time for some hard truths. Donald Trump says he has concepts of a plan to replace the Affordable Health Care Act, aka Obamacare. Let me tell you something, that's not true. The act passed in 2010. During the midterms, Barack Obama lost his majority trifecta Democratic House and Senate. It was Republican House, Republican Senate. They didn't get rid of Obamacare. They didn't have a plan. Barack Obama served an entire 4 years of a second term. Donald Trump had 4 years in his first term. Joe Biden had 4 years. It's 14 years. They have not come up with a comprehensive alternative to the Affordable Health Care Act. They had a website once. I went to it. It was like an empty warehouse. It was just like some platitudes, some just vague promises, but not anything as close, as comprehensive and extensive as the Affordable Health Care Act. And I'm just hoping and praying that Donald Trump realizes with 50 million Americans on it, 22.3 million, many in red states, it's really popular, especially the pre-existing conditions part, that he just gives up.
Apparently, a lot of them are figuring out that Obamacare and the Affordable Care Act are the same thing, and they actually voted against their own self-interest. If you voted for them, you took away my health care. Not only did you take away my health care, you took away my ability to get insurance at all because I have pre-existing conditions. And that's just one of the minuscule ways you've affected people in this country.
Serious question for the Republicans who didn't know that the Affordable Care Act and Obamacare were the same thing. What was the thought process there? Did you think that you had the Affordable Care Act because it was for Republicans and Obamacare was for the Democrats? Did you think that Obama was still helping with Obamacare? Like, did you think Obama was running it? What did you think the main difference was between Obamacare and the Affordable Care Act? Like, did you just think, like, Obamacare was the more liberal insurance and you just got, like, the more non-liberal insurance? I'm not even trying to be mean. I'm genuinely so fascinated by this blunder. I could understand not getting tariffs, sure. I'm just... If we didn't think they were the same thing, what did we think they were? How did we think they were different? Like, when you got your Affordable Care Act coverage, did you specifically say, no Obamacare for me, only Affordable Care Act? Did you think that Trump was going to take away the free Obamacare insurance for Democrats, but not the Affordable Care Act insurance for Republicans? I'm genuinely trying to understand. So please leave me a comment. And for what it's worth, I genuinely hope that everyone who needs free health insurance or low-cost health insurance ends up with it at the end of this.
If there is anything that MAGAs truly need, it is the wisdom to research, comprehend, and truly act towards what they have, researched on. But it's so hard for them to even make researches or comprehend anything at all. I don't know why, because people were all out there telling them the true meaning of Obamacare, but none of them actually went ahead to research if truly it was ACA. They didn't. And now that everything is gone, they are now out there crying about how the cost of healthcare is so much in the US and they can no longer afford healthcare just because of Obamacare being taken away. Then there was subsidy, like it was all subsidized. Healthcare was subsidized for them because of Obamacare, which happened to be the insurance. It was quite affordable for them. Okay, if you have ACA, it will be cheaper for you to get healthcare than somebody who do not have at all. And now you guys voted for concept of a plan over a solid plan that is already standing. Yeah, people were saying that the ACA needed a kind of restructuring or just to make it better. It was good, but they wanted it to be better off. But instead of taking it all away, why don't you restructure it, make it a bit better so that people can fully enjoy it? But by the way, why don't the US as a country have free health care? Like free health care. Yeah. Why? So, and now they are finding out that they all spend so much on healthcare nowadays than when the Obamacare was available, because they just realized that they voted against Obamacare. Is that not so ironical? Because if they had just taken out their time to make a bit of research, it would have just been easier for them to find out that Obamacare and Affordable Care Act were the same thing. But now a lot of people are complaining that they can no longer afford health care just because of the ACA being rolled out. Anyway, guys, share your thoughts with me in the comment. Let's have that conversation. What do you think about this whole MAGAs finding out now about the Affordable Care Act and Obamacare Act being the same thing? Obamacare being the same thing. Let me know in the comments. Please do well to subscribe to my channel and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so that more people can see it. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys on my next video. Bye guys.